Hi, my name's Effie. I just completed prac at a primary school. My client was a 5-year-old boy in pre-primary and he was referred to OT for issues with concentration, attention and following instructions. My question is, how did providing education to the teacher benefit my practice and enhance overall outcomes for Sam? So the education I provided was around my interventions, the proprioception group that I ran, and auditory processing. So the proprioception group included activities like to do with postural control, postural stability, gross motor coordination, proprioception. So first, the teacher's perception of my work with Sam. She thought that I was taking him out to play and that how was this improving his performance at school, because she thought that his issues were that he was naughty and didn't follow instruction and needed help with his behaviour. My observations from the classroom were that he was slouching in his chair, he couldn't sit down, he fell off his chair multiple times. On the mat, he couldn't sit cross-legged, he was lying down, and he was never didn't take in any information that the teacher was telling him, unable to follow two or more step instructions. So through my observation assessment, I found that he had very low postural tone, delayed gross motor coordination, postural stability, and was possibly experiencing difficulties with auditory processing. So I provided education that the point of my proprioception activities with Sam was to build that postural control and postural tone so that Sam would then be able to sit comfortably at the desk or on the mat without falling off his chair or changing position or kneeling on his chair. And then that would then, because he was using so much energy just to sit still at the desk, obviously his concentration wavered, his attention span was very limited. So I explained to her that I was doing those games that she thought were just sort of fun with Sam, were aimed at improving his core muscle strength and postural stability so that he could sit there comfortably, and then once he was comfortably would be more likely to watch the teacher and attend. I then, following this, I gave her a worksheet of the sorts of things we were doing and an article about the correlation between low postural tone and attention. With the auditory processing, she had explained to me that Sam was a naughty boy and never listened. From what I saw, it was different. It was him actually not being able to process that information, so I explained to her about, the information coming in, Sam hearing it, but then the ability for his brain to process that and then make an appropriate response to what she was asking of him was where the issue was, and that it wasn't that he was being naughty, it was just that his brain wasn't processing correctly the information that she was trying to provide him. So I think that was really important as well for Sam in the classroom, because he was getting told off all the time for not listening, and that was in turn affecting his self-efficacy, and he had very low confidence and he just thought that he couldn't do anything. And he explained to me that, he couldn't write his name like the other kids, and there was no point in trying because he couldn't be bothered and he didn't like it and he just wanted to be at home, not at school. So, and this I think had a lot to do with him getting told off constantly. So I then explained giving that information and then another article on what auditory processing difficulties were all about to the teacher. In the end, she thanked me and she said she's had so many students present with the same sorts of things as Sam, and that she would try to really work on that throughout the classroom and make adaptations to the way she taught so that it would help Sam. So it really made that therapeutic relationship between the teacher and I a lot stronger. So I think it was definitely beneficial to my practice. Thank you for listening.